Hey guys, this is Matt aka Trilliant here, bringing you another episode of Watcha Playin for FreeMMOStation.com. This time we'll be taking a look at a very ambitious game called the Repopulation, an open-world sandbox survival MMORPG published and developed by Above and Beyond Technologies. As usual, we'll go through the game and show you a bit of what it has to offer. The game is currently in early access alpha on Steam, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot from it.
FreeMMOStation.com.
The Repopulation is very ambitious. Allow me to reiterate here. Very ambitious. This game has so many amazing sounding features that almost makes the game sound too good to be true. A dynamically generated world, players can build their own cities complete with vendors and everything. Customizable vehicles. If you want a car that shoots bananas out of its tailpipe, then what's stopping you? Well, unfortunately, I was unable to show you any of this amazing stuff, mostly because I'm assuming it'd take a very long time to actually get footage of these features, but more importantly, I spent about 3 hours running around the starting area trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. The game offers little in the way of direction, which wouldn't be so bad if the space wasn't laid out so confusingly. I'm all for games that throw their players into a world and leave everything up to their imagination, but please put a huge exit sign somewhere on the map so I can get the hell out of Dodge. So, unfortunately for that reason, most of the footage in this video is going to be just me running around. The character creator was pretty in-depth. You don't pick a starting class or anything, you just create your character and go. There's plenty in the way of customization as well. You can do just about anything you want with your character. There are tons of sliders to mess around with. After you've created your character, you will build it as you go. The game has a skill advancement system rather than specified classes, so you're free to do whatever you like. I'll probably turn my character into some sort of magic gun-toting shaman. I don't know if that's possible, but it sounds pretty fun. One thing I'd like to nitpick here is the combat. The game has tab-targeted combat, and I once got into a comment more about tab-targeted combat and whether or not it has a place in MMORPGs. And it does. It very much does. But not in this game. Not in this kind of game. A sandbox survival MMORPG with tab-targeted combat is a no-go. That does not offer the depth and freedom I'd like to have in my open-world games. Now, in its defense, the game does say there's a way to switch between action and RPG-style combat, which I'm assuming since it says the action combat plays like a shooter, that's the combat type I'm looking for. I wasn't able to find anything in the options that change the combat style though, so I'm not sure if this is a feature that's already implemented or if it's just being planned. Repopulation also has a 3-faction PvP system, which you can even set up alliances with other factions. I won't go in depth with this feature though, as I was unable to experience it. You know, the whole getting lost in the starter area thing kinda threw that one out the window. Like any great game in alpha, the game is riddled with bugs and glitches. I literally got stuck in a shelf not even 5 minutes after getting into the game. The controls are iffy, the animations are awful, and everything is just very rough and unpolished. I can't say this enough though. It is an alpha. I didn't expect a shining gem. The game is actually in remarkably good shape for an alpha. It's playable. I mean, it's not the best experience by any means, but it's playable. It doesn't feel very well optimized either. I have a pretty decent rig, and I was getting choppy frame rates for most of my playthrough. This is part of their planned fixes though, among with many others, so optimization is coming. It's hard to see where the Repopulation currently stands as far as MMORPGs go. I think there's a lot of really great and ambitious ideas behind it, and I'd really like to see the game go far. But currently I can't make any sort of judgment on it as my experience was pretty limited, so I'll let you guys jump in and decide for yourselves what to think. Just don't go in with high expectations. The game has a long way to go before it's a good playable experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out the game, there's a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to FreeMMOStation, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.